Welcome to day 48 of me trying to get rid of my porn addiction in 120 days. Discipline has been something that I've lacked throughout my whole life. When I was in my teens, I lacked discipline when trying to get rid of my porn addiction. I lacked the discipline to not eat junk food. I lacked the discipline to do my homework. Legit, it was that bad. I couldn't even do my homework. Lack of discipline got me in a spot where I was unhappy. It left me in a place where I would see people who were disciplined, the guys who were jacked, the guys who were lean as fuck, the guys who got the results in sports, in school, the smart kids. Those people were an embodiment of extreme discipline. Anything you want in life is because of discipline. It really took me until I was 20 years old, so 2 years ago, to finally realize that discipline is what will ultimately get you to where you want to go. Before 20 years old, as I said, that was who I was, a guy who lacked discipline. The first thing that really made me disciplined in my whole entire life was going to the gym. Going to the gym was something that I told myself I was always gonna do. When I went to there, I dedicated myself to getting that aesthetic physique or just building muscle. Day in, day out, I went. If it wasn't a rest day, I did some cardio. I was tracking my calories, all that. The gym was a magical place because it transformed my mindset. It made me realize that with discipline, even if you do it, even if you have minimal effort, just the act of showing up and being disciplined will get you so much further than any type of motivation or quick trick or hack. If you're listening to this and you lack discipline, I'm telling you, this is an area you need to fix. On the internet, people love to post these things about quick motivation videos. David Goggins, who's gonna carry the boats, all this stuff that doesn't really matter. Motivation is like a drug, because what motivation does is it gets you all fucking riled up at 3 a.m. You're doing push-ups, you're fucking going to the gym, you're hitting the workouts, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna change my life. Then what the fuck happens the next day? Because you know what happens the next day. You know what happens. You don't fucking do it again because it was a fucking quick dopamine hit. What discipline does though is it creates this like pattern for you. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna keep doing it. And I'm telling you, with discipline, the more days you go and just keep doing it, it's the easier it is gonna be to keep going. Obviously, there's gonna be some days where you're just not gonna want to do it, but from 80% of the time, it's gonna be easy. I'm telling you, this is how life works. The times when I've been really, really disciplined have been the times when I've literally just felt like shit, you know? Some days I just felt like shit, but I told myself, listen, I need to go to the gym because I promised myself. You're not always gonna feel amazing when you're disciplined, but I'm telling you, the more disciplined you become, even when you feel like shit, there's gonna be one day where shit's just gonna fucking click like that. Whether that be you eating healthier, you stick to a skincare routine, NoFap. Being on NoFap for 47 days, not fucking touching my dick, not doing any of that. As I said, in the beginning, it felt daunting, you know, first time in my life. But for some reason, I knew that I was ready. I knew that I was ready to be disciplined on this time on NoFap. Because those years of me really dialing in the gym, me building confidence in other areas, and just telling myself, listen, I'm ready. I knew that this time I would be successful. Now, that's not to say that you need to be ultimately, what's the word? It's not to say that you need to be like this ultra disciplined guy to get on NoFap, no. But building discipline in other areas, you know, you being confident, let's say in your physique, it will spiral into NoFap. it'll be a lot easier for you to be more disciplined. Because that's the thing, it's like a domino effect. So what I encourage you, if you're watching this video and you still have the porn addiction, you know, you're still struggling, you can only go 3 days, I encourage you, get into another hobby, whether that be learning a language, going to the gym, learning a new instrument, something that will require you to put in the days to improve on. Because I'm telling you, when you redirect the energy that you want to put the porn into this new skill, it will just click. You know, you won't feel the need to watch porn as much anymore. You're still gonna get urges, but that's just normal. You're a human being. But you won't feel the need to just be bored and sit down, because now that you have this thing that you ultimately want to achieve, like excel in, it becomes almost like your purpose, your mission to improve in this. If you have a pair of nuts, as soon as I started going to the gym, it's like my whole day centered around going to the gym. I became obsessed, and I could say that I've gotten a pretty good physique from it, you know. So that being said, discipline over motivation, always. Stay disciplined, lock in. You got this. Don't worry. Life, like, and listen, if you slip up once, don't give a fuck. Who cares? Get up the next day and go again. Having one bad day isn't going to destroy all of your momentum, but having another bad day, that will destroy your momentum. Having 3 bad days, that will destroy your momentum even more. Once you have one bad day, pick your head back up and go again, because it's never fucking over. That's the thing about life, is it's never fucking over. Don't let anyone else tell you that. Anyways, tune in for day 49.